Hey man, I just had to come on camera real quick because I just want to tell a lot of you, less is more. In regards to how I feel about a lot of things today, less is more. This is why I think a lot of females today, a lot of women, and I'm not saying female because I'm not trying to say it like, oh my God, I'm treating them like they aren't women. No. It just, sometimes it rolls off the tongue a little bit better. No harm, no foul, right? Anyway, my whole problem is I feel people don't respect mystique. And when I say don't respect mystique, I'm talking about the fact that, like I said, less is more. Less is more in the fact that don't you want to get to know somebody to avoid two factors or to guide you. Case in point, let's say you see somebody and basically they're showing you everything they feel they're worth, which is their body. And then you get to know them. You get to know them and you realize that's definitely all they were good for. They don't know how to be in a relationship. I'm not saying they're terrible people. A lot of them just don't know how to be in a relationship. And they're, how can we say, their love language is giving you some pum pum. Sorry, that's my windshield wipers going off in the background. That's their love language, giving you some. And once you're mad, you fight, argue, curse each other out, and that's how she apologizes to you. There are men who do the same thing with their phalluses. We know that. We get it. Okay? This ain't just a one-way street when I'm talking about this video here. But because of the sake that I'm a guy and I like women, I'm going to speak from that perspective. But it's crazy. You got to explain this to a lot of women because all they hear is, and all they register, a lot of them register, and I'm not saying all, but a lot of them register victimhood. So when you're being critical, they feel attacked. Whereas a guy like, you know what, yeah, you making a blanket statement, but let me explain to you why this goes this way, why I do this thing, why I'm not who you say I am. Why we fight back against the all men are blank, blank, blank. Because guys, we know, hate it or love it, you are the hunter, right? You're supposed to be the hunter. You're supposed to be the one that shows interest, right? So, when you're choosing somebody or so, we have to be more selective because it falls on us. Our bad decision making falls on us. On the other side of things, not so much because of the whole victimhood thing. And a lot of women set themselves up for that. Like listening to women, numerous black women on forums, on live streams, on YouTube shows, things of that nature, saying how broke penis is the best penis because he don't got a job and he know to keep you in his good graces. He gotta do what he gotta do, this, all this, that. He is pretty much saying he is an unproductive man who uses his phallus to basically not only be his love language, it's his negotiating tool. This leads back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, right? This leads back to that. So, she pretty much know what she's dealing with. And this leads back into the whole thing about mystique as well. Think about this, because if you're going with it all mystique and things, people don't want to figure out, they don't want to spend the time. Everything is, oh, I want now this, oh, he's a bum, oh, he ain't this, oh, he a baller. All right, cool, that's all I need to know. You're flying blind into a situation because the situation looks good on surface. You're flying blind into it, and then you realize you're about to hit a wall. And I'm not talking about the undefeated one. You're about to hit a roadblock, your first roadblock that's major. But you didn't prepare yourself for it because you wanted to avoid the mystique. Let me explain further now. Mystique is basically, okay, you're interested in a guy's interested in a woman, and you're like, you know what, this, outside of just being attractive, I want to get to know about it. We had good conversation. We seem to be vibing. We love music, things of that nature, the same type of music and all these other stuff. I want to get to know him or her to see exactly where's this going, or is it going to go somewhere, or are we compatible, things of that nature. That mystique built on attraction is sorely lacking. A lot of people don't pursue that. They just be like, okay, he or she looks the part. I want what I want. And if I don't get what I want, I'm going to blame it collectively on men. And a lot of guys are like, okay, we got to be like, you know what? I want what I want, but we're idiots. Meaning, like, the ones who make bad decisions, we don't got nothing to fall back on. I'm telling you this, guys. We don't have nothing to fall back on when we fuck up. We have nothing to fall back on. So, I'm going to tell you this now. You got to be on your best. You got to be on your P's and Q's. Keep your head on the swivel. I'm not saying being paranoid, but you got to learn something. A lot of you don't learn. Case in point, Tyrese Gibson. Don't learn. Now, he done got what a lot of people would call red pill rage. And he's lashing out right now. But he don't learn. Maybe he finally has. And then you have someone like Brittany Renner, who months ago said the verbiage about accountability. And then she gets up on that podcast, I forgot the name of it, disrespects everybody, grinds on Charleston White, knowing that Charleston White has a wife, and Charleston White is nothing but a caricature, like Dolomite, like he admitted. I still don't like his caricature. I think I just don't find him entertaining whatsoever. The man's highly intelligent. I just don't find his character entertaining whatsoever. Because he used his character to speak certain truths, but he coats it with ignorance, and I don't like, bruh, I live around enough ignorance. I don't need to see a character like that. It don't resonate with me. This is not how I was raised. Taking pictures with middle fingers up and stuff, like, you're a grown ass man. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. Brittany Renner got on there and got triggered because she was drunk, but got triggered about the whole PJ Washington situation. See? You see, when you're trying to groom somebody, you got finessed. But she was trying to finesse the young boy, and it didn't turn out the way it planned. And she was up there disrespecting men, and somebody, I think MTR, brought up this point that she knows not to get out of pocket with a woman. And that's another thing too. A lot of them know not to get out of pocket with other women. Just the same as a guy, like, you know what? If this guy's getting out of pocket with a dude, this dude can do something. And that guy that got the mojo to get out of pocket perpetually, he either is going to back it up, or he can back it up, or he's an idiot. And he gets his ass beat. He's like the black Charlie Zelenoff. You run your mouth, you get your cheap shots in, but ultimately you get your ass whooped because you don't learn. So she up on that forum grinding on Charleston White because he says something about something sexually related, and her mind just twinkled, showing you that's what Brittany Renner is good for. Thunderous back shots. If you've seen my short I did like over a year ago with my cousin on Instagram that I have on my account, you understand exactly what I said about her. That woman batshit insane, but she got a body that's made for thunderous back shots. For guys, just forgive her. Yeah, there's no mystique left when it comes to men and women, especially in Black America, wanting to get to know each other. It's all about how you make my life better, or how you make me feel good in this moment. But ultimately, all of that's for nothing if you can't get along. It's your boy Fury. I'm here, and now I'm out, y'all. Peace.